guys, I'm just Josh, and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Ultra Moon Martyrlocke. In the last episode, some really good times. We did the Pokemon Battle Royal in whatever town we were just in. Everyone's favorite edition here in Pokemon Sun and Moon, of course. And then we got our Route 7 encounter, which was basically the Pokemon equivalent of the Battle Royal. Which was a Butterfree, so I spoiled it. I apologize. Go back and watch the last episode nonetheless. Ooh, a Toxapex. We did some cool stuff nonetheless, and had a little bit of a scare towards the end of the episode, so it was still a good time. Wow, Toxapex actually hard counters my team. Look at you hard countering my team like this. I do not appreciate it. All I can tell you is that I do not appreciate it. I'm going into Arthropod. It's going to be a long battle. This is going to be a stally battle, but at least I cannot be poisoned. And now that you've laid out these toxic spikes, I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving! What's that movie for? That's something with Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Is that Wolf of Wall Street? I attempted to watch that movie. I heard it was good. I've heard it's a good movie. It's a little, in terms of rating, it's a little, there's some rough scenes in it. A lot of booty. A lot of booty in that movie, I must say. And I attempted to watch it on a plane one time before realizing just how I'd heard it was bad. I was like, they were like, there's some scenes. But I was like, it can't be that bad. It opens on the badness. And I tried to watch it on a plane, and there were like little children around. So I was like, I will watch this probably never now because now I'm scarred. So then I watched like Zootopia instead. Something else. I was like, there's like a 4-year-old sitting next to me. I watched Zootopia just in case little Timmy happens to peep over. Don't want to risk that and have to have an unfortunate conversation with his parents or something. So that was my Wolf of Wall Street experience. Still haven't seen it to this day, even from the comfort of my own home, which I know would be a more understandable place to watch it, but I haven't done it yet. Unfortunately, this just popped into my head. This has nothing to do with Wolf of Wall Street, nothing to do with butts, nothing to do with any of that. We gotta make a sacrifice in today's episode, and I need to figure out who's even viable. Who has survived a round of sacrifice? So the last Pokemon that we sacrificed, I think everybody except for Shelliet. No, and Clashly. So the last Pokemon we sacrificed was Suckerberg the Electros, and we swapped out Suckerberg for Clashly, who at the time was Mega. The rule is a Pokemon must survive at least one round of sacrifice. So the Pokemon that we sacrificed today can only be Pinelope, Scalchip, Rexter, Arthropod. Who am I going to choose between those? I don't know. That's a tough choice. That's a very tough choice. I like them all quite a bit, actually. I guess it really comes down to who we have in our box. We got a Butterfree, so you know what? Escavalier, sorry. We have a much superior bug type chilling in the box. Who do we have in the box right now? There's my Butterfree. Ow, I just broke my toe, I think. We got Relicanth. So Scalchip, your days are numbered. We got Relicanth. We have Starmie. Starmie actually would be a pretty nice Pokemon. I just talked about how Toxapex kind of walls our team. Adding a Psychic type would help a lot with the fighting weakness and the poison. We don't have a poison weakness. We just can't really hit them for super effective damage right now. Hello. We have a couple more battles to do. I got a couple more battles to decide. We also have one more encounter in today's episode. Let's not forget that. We're going to get an encounter in the Well of Volcano Park, which means a Vullaby. That's no biggie. Since we're going to get one more encounter, we may get something that makes the decision easy. What if I end up getting, like, who would I like better than, like, Pinelope? I love Rexter quite a bit, even though his level's the lowest, and I know I have not been given Rexter the love and attention that he deserves. Don't lower my attack, please. Please let that lower your special attack instead. Oh, you raised my special attack. You raised my special attack so I can stand on mountain. That reminds me. My horrible singing just reminded me that, yo, don't do that. My horrible singing just reminded me that I have a new song from Monty. Monty left a new song about the unfortunate Waxamillion incident. I've completely moved on, by the way. Do I still love him? Yes. Do I cry sometimes? Yes. Do I think about him every night? Yes. All of the above. But I think I finally moved on from the situation, which is good for me. I can move forward with my life now and be happy, and know that maybe there's another Waxamillion out there just waiting to be plucked up to take this Pokemon's move and use it against it. You're still confused. I thought for sure you'd break out this turn. I mean, you broke through, so that's all I can really ask for, and I appreciate it. But yeah, hopefully our Volcano Park encounter is just so great that it makes it an easy decision for me. I mean, I'll be honest, I really don't want to get rid of Rexter. As you saw in the last episode, we did encounter like a Garchomp though, and I'm trying to think, like, would I swap out a Garchomp in for Rexter? It's a pretty one-for-one switch. It's pretty close. Not exactly the same type, but Rexter doesn't even know any Antidote. Perfect. Rexter doesn't even know any water type or rock type moves anyway, so it's not like the type difference is that big a deal because it's not like we're losing a rock type move. We would be losing Stealth Rocks, which is one thing. What if I just got a shiny Dialga here? This water is ridiculous. This water is certifiably insane. There's so many great Pokemon in this water. I can't even believe it. I don't even know how to approach it. There's been so many good things. There was Dialga, Megalotti, and also what could we've gotten in the fishing spot? What could I have gotten in the fishing spot? Maybe this is the ultimate. This is where you get, oops, I got a big pearl. Hey, money's always welcome. Money is always welcome. All right, and a TM. Aromatic Mist. I've never heard of this. What's this, like a Tapu Fini move or something? Aromatic Mist. Anybody want to learn Crab Hammer? By moving rapid, it's a fairy type move with no power and no accuracy. I'm sure it just makes like a misty terrain or something. I'm gonna guess. Maybe I'm incorrect there, but I'll be honest, I don't know much about the different terrains. I was not much into 7th gen competitive, so I do not know much about the different types of terrain. So I would not be able to use it wisely in my, I don't think. Maybe I could learn. Fairy is the one. Does Fairy heal you over time, or is that grass? And then what does electric do? I have no idea. I really do not know what the different terrains do. I didn't play much competitive, and I also didn't watch much competitive. I feel like people in general weren't super into 7th gen competitive. Maybe I just didn't watch the right channels and stuff for people that were interested in it. I know a lot of people. I have a buddy, Alex, that was really into Pokemon competitive back in 6th gen, especially in ORAS, and he kind of fell out as well during 7th gen. Just he was like, every team runs the Tapus, and because they're in OU for some reason. So if he played at all, he would only play in the lower RUNU tiers because he said they were just a more enjoyable experience overall, which I can understand. Tapus are a little broken. Wella Volcano Park is here, which means it's time for an encounter. I'm not going to say you owe me one, game, but to make up for the Butterfree, and to make my decision in today's episode a little bit easier, could you give me something dope? Could you give me something dope? When's the last time we got a dope, and I mean dope encounter? I mean the Mega Lucario. It actually wasn't that long ago. But I'm a greedy boy. Give me something abso-fruitly dope. You know there's something under that rock. Give me something abso-fruitly dope. Wella Volcano National Park encounter is going to be another water type. This unfortunately, a water and fairy type. It's interesting for sure. This unfortunately does not help my decision because just like, you know, I'll break the fourth wall a little bit here. I was already leaning slightly towards sacrificing I'm not gonna say that. It's got Aqua Jet. That's not bad. I was in terms of my mental process. I went and I said, who is the best Pokemon we have in our box right now? And the answer to that, in my opinion, was Starmie. Unless I'm forgetting someone in there. Maybe Mienshao is a little bit better, but we can't sacrifice Clashly, nor would I want to. So I think the best Pokemon in our box is Starmie, which would then logically follow we should sacrifice Scout Chip to bring in our Starmie, whose name I do not remember, I apologize. Is that Icy Wind? Interesting. Interesting moveset, Brion. I never used Popplio as a starter because I didn't think it was very good looking. Not that I only judge a Pokemon based on its looks, but I really did not like how it looked, so I really did not want it on my team. Is this the playthrough where I change my opinion on Popplio? The problem with this Pokemon, though, is that it doesn't change who I sacrifice. I really don't want to sacrifice Scout Chip. This is just another really good water type for the box, so which is nothing to complain about. Early in the game, I was complaining about not having water types. Now we got an abundance. Brion registered, of course. Gonna get some nice data. The Pop Star Pokemon. It attacks by smacking its enemies with the exploding water balloons that it creates. Would I like to give Brion a nickname? I would. Is it male or female? A male pop star? I cannot think of a single one off the top of my head. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research, and I'll come back with a nice pun. Look, this isn't, I can't even call this a pun, but it's kind of perfect because it is almost a pun in and of itself. I Googled male pop stars. Got to be careful with that. I Googled male pop stars. And on the list, like number 4, was Justin Timberlake. And then I was like, how can I add a pun? Because I know who that is. How can I add a pun to Justin Timberlake that's water related because it's a Popplio? It's got the word lake in it. So I don't even need to make a pun. It already has a water pun in it. It's Timberlake, Justin Timberlake, except emphasis on lake because it's water. Timberlake, you're going to get sent to the box. Appreciate it. You did not help my decision at all here, unfortunately. I am at least semi-curious of what else we could have gotten here. After last episode, I like to check. I like to torment myself just a little bit. I'm kind of a sadistic person. Sadistic, masochistic? I don't remember. That would have been dupes. The Rabombi would have been dupes, so that's not a problem for me. We would have gotten to re-encounter on that. Is that the first dupes we've run into in the entire game? I mean, there's 700 Pokemon out there, so I guess the odds of running into dupes aren't that high, but I'm surprised it took this long. Even like Pokemon we haven't captured, just like Pokemon we've run into in the wild, I don't think I've seen a dupes of yet. That would have been awful. So if we would have gotten 2 butterfly Pokemon or just 2 metamorphosis based Pokemon in a row, your boy would have been a little salty. And I prefer things sweet, as you know. It's my go-to snack. I may go eat some ice cream after this. It's my go-to snack. It's my vice. Sweet foods, so much more than salty foods, are not great for me. Coughing's not bad. Now, I hate that he doesn't have a top hat, so Galarian wheezing. Is there going to be a Galarian coughing and a wheezing, or is it going to be like an Executor situation where regular coughing evolves into Galarian wheezing? Because I gotta know. I gotta know. Can you show me? Oh, by the way, I forgot. Forgot to mention this in the last episode, but my predictions were incorrect. I thought, for those of you guys who don't know, a couple episodes ago, I was recording it on the day that we were getting a Nintendo Direct on September 4th, and I was certain we were going to get middle evolutions for the starters. I was wrong. We did not. So today's question of the day, in light of me being wrong, is beyond that, what was your favorite thing you saw in the Nintendo Direct? It doesn't even necessarily have to be Pokemon, because to be honest, the Pokemon portion of the Direct wasn't super duper exciting. It was okay. You know, the curry stuff, I'll probably never use it, but it's fine. The camping is cute, that's fine. I would have loved a Mareep. I actually did like the the two Pokemon they introduced quite a bit, Poltegeist and also Cramorant, I believe is its name. The fish that the bird that eats fish. I did enjoy that quite a bit, so you know, from that perspective, it's good. I'm the cutest of the sisters. Okay, a little vain, but that's fine. So we go to the top of the volcano, and I think this is basically at the trial. Shoot, we could totally do the trial in today's episode, I bet. Good job making it this high. No! I gotta go do it right now. I gotta go sacrifice right now. I did not want to heal. The free heal, I did not want it. I did not want it. I did not want a free heal. Don't make me fight any trainers, please. I'm just trying to sneak through here. I think we may do the trial in this episode. Even with, I mean, I can get off track very easily. You're the prettiest. The other one said she was the prettiest. I can get off track extremely easily. Oh shoot, don't fight me. Is it? We'll just, okay, we'll count this as our free heal. Like, or this is, well, I'm gonna fight these trainers. This is the heal that we got for sacrificing the Pokemon that we're about to sacrifice. Do I want to do this in today's episode? I usually try to split up the sacrifice. Passimian, that's not great for me. I usually try to split up the sacrifice from the actual trial itself, just because the trial, I can't do them both in this episode. Let's just fight these trainers. I don't think I can do them both in this episode because, I mean, it really just depends on who the totem Pokemon is. The totem battle, as we saw in the last episode, or the last totem trial we had, wing attack. What? The totem battle can either be like 4 seconds long because I can just punch him in the face and win, or we could have some serious issues on our hand and, you know, may have some dire consequences to deal with. For example, yo, don't crit me when I'm that close to dying, please. For example, these are level 22. I'm a little scared of this trial. Sandile's coming in. I mean, I think we could probably take you on. But let's give Penelope some love. If you remember when we were going to the water trial, the freaking battle. Oh my goodness. The battle against... Yo, that was a cool ball that was Sandile, and I'm not going to lie. The battle against the... Was it a Duat and an Alomomola? Was a nightmare. That was a nightmare of a battle. Psybeam? That was a nightmare of a battle. Of course, you get the confusion. And if we end up having a similar battle here for the trial Pokemon, we could be here for a long, long time. So even though I think we could probably, if I rushed it, that right there should be the warning sign for me. If we rush it, we probably could have gotten it done. I don't think we should rush it. I think that's a bad idea. I think in general, that's a horrible idea. So we're not going to rush it. We're going to take our time, and we're going to do the trial in the next episode, and hopefully not, you jerk, and hopefully not lose a bunch of Pokemon from it. Okay, can we please hit you? Any chance I could hit you with a Powder Snow? I snap out of confusion like Thanos. That's level 23! We're in very scary territory. I do not know how strong the trial captain usually is. I do not know how strong his Pokemon will be, or the totem Pokemon. We may be slightly underleveled. Do I need to grind? No. The only Pokemon I may want to grind... Is this a new area, by the way? No, this is all still just Wella Volcano Park, I think. So I don't think we get a new encounter here, which is a darn shame. It's just a darn shame. A darn shame that we don't get another encounter here because that's a purty boy right there. That is a very purty boy, and I would like to have a fire type back on the team. That's okay though. I swear this isn't a new area, right? Facade. This is not a new area. This is all the same park. Hold on. Let me check. Did I just lose a Reshiram as an encounter? What happens if I go up here? If I go up here, it says... It doesn't change. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. It's all the same. It's all the same area. It's all Wella Volcano National Park. So that's just the encounter we could have gotten. Yeah, I guess we'll take you on. I know I should probably save these trainers for post-sacrifice. Larvesta, that's not bad. I know I should probably save these trainers for post-sacrifice. Just so that I have some sort of experience, because I mean, let's not dilly-dally. Let's not beat around the bush here. Let's not beat around the brush. The Pokemon we pull out from the box is going to be like level 15 to 20, aka not the Pokemon we're going to send in first to this trial, because I don't even think you have an opportunity to switch in this trial between who you send out first and who ends up fighting the totem Pokemon. So we're gonna have to make that decision way ahead of time. During some of the battles, we may be able to get lucky and get him in there for a little bit of experience, but beyond that, I do not think we're going to be getting much experience for the little guy, whoever we add right now, because I'm about to go sacrifice. So we may just end today's episode by grinding them up a little bit, because I would like to have... I would really like to have a fully viable team ready for this. I should probably also look up... Basically, I just don't want to get swept, you know? Like, ooh, you're so much prettier than Brion. I don't want to get swept, is not my main thing, but a big thing. I would really like to not get swept. So if we could make that happen in any way, shape, and or form, and like if the totem Pokemon ends up being 30, which I don't think he/she is, but it could be, is all I'm saying. It could be. You know what we can do? Let's go get the Crabrawler. The Crabrawler berry tree should have respawned now. Let's get a Crabrawler encounter. That's some time. That's some time saved. Let's see if we can get a Crabrawler encounter. And maybe, just maybe, that will help me make this sacrifice decision, because I'm not totally set on it. Were there any trees down here? I cannot remember. Are there any trees down here? I'm not seeing a berry tree. Okay, that's fine. There was up here, so we should go do this one first. And then we can go back and hit the other one. I just hit me with a Crabrawler. If you give me a Marsh Stomp again, it's fair, but it really does not help my decision. It actually makes it harder, because right now I'm still leaning Starmie. If you give me a Marsh Stomp, if you give a Pig a Pancake, if you give me a Marsh Stomp, I'm gonna have a really hard time deciding between Marsh Stomp and Double Charge. Crabrawler? No Crabrawler. Okay, we got one more chance still. Hold on, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. There's one more berry tree we can access. We could also go back to the first island if we wanted to, and I think Crabrawlers now spawn there. Question is, do I want to do that? Answer no. No, I do not. Okay, so that berry tree, no Crabrawlers. However, there's one more berry tree. Just, what if we got to this area with no encounters? I know the chances are slim to none, but what if we did? Oh my goodness, he's done it. What if this tree over here, what if this tree over here had a Crabrawler? Is there a way to increase the chances of it having a Crabrawler? I don't think so. What if this tree right here, and it's the same tree we got our first encounter at. So what if this tree had a Crabrawler? It does. Is it going to be the Marsh Stomp? It has to be. It's got to be the Marsh Stomp. The Crabrawler encounter to make up for the other one. It's the Marsh Stomp. All is right in the world. We have come back to base one. Now this is we're only doing this because you guys voted, or at least agreed amongst yourselves that I should get one Crabrawler encounter, but that's it. Whatever it is, and it's the one Crabrawler encounter. So we're just making up for the first time when I didn't know what to do, so I just skipped it. We're gonna get a Marsh Stomp. Now the question becomes, do you take Marsh Stomp? I know I'm fixing my hair a bunch just because I'm a little nervous and I don't know what to do. A Fairy Wind might kill you. I really don't want to do that. The question now becomes, do you take Marsh Stomp and add a quad weakness to the team, or do you take Starmie? It's tough. It's real tough. I also just realized this is the third middle water starter evolution we've gotten in this playthrough, which is kind of wild. We've gotten now Marshtomp, we've gotten Duat, and we've gotten Brionne in this episode, so a little crazy. All of the water types. I mean, this one we knew was probably going to happen, so that's fine. I think I'm still going to have a pretty tough time catching you because you're only level 12. We may upgrade to the Great Ball for you. Oh, it's tough. I love Swampert. I really do. I also love Starmie. It might come down to what levels they are, just so I have to do less grinding. We'll figure that out after this, because that's all we have left to do in this episode is probably make the sacrifice, maybe get a couple of battles in. I don't know how I want to. I still haven't decided how I want to handle grinding. I mean, in an ideal world, come on now. In an ideal world, oh come on. In an ideal world, we just wouldn't have to grind, and that's kind of what I was hoping for. That even with the oh, I almost messed up. Even with the EXP share off, I was hoping. Mud Slap. Even with the EXP share off, I was hoping we would be able to get enough experience to kind of at least stay a little bit on par with the rest of the game. And to this point, for the most part, we have. So I was hoping to go through the whole playthrough with no grinding montages. I know that's not realistic because, like, if we ever get wiped or anything, I'm obviously going to have to do a grinding montage. I really just didn't want to, though. If it was possible. Oh, come on, dude. I'm about to make my decision a little bit easier if I have to hit you. Because if I have to hit you, I don't really know who can hit you. Scout Chip with a tackle, maybe? We're freaking 13 levels up, though. I don't know that I can hit you with much. Scout Chop, look into his eyes. This is your replacement. We should definitely be able to do a Fury Cutter. Fury Cutter's so weak. Might be able to do 2 Fury Cutter. Definitely cannot do 2 Fury Cutter. We could do 2 Fury Cutter if I switch out and then switch back in. What we may do is maybe I'll go into Pinelope and let the hail just do a little bit of damage. That's a potential as well. Or we could just catch you here and you could be a nice little boy. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Don't make me change the weather on you. It's a little excessive in my opinion. Okay, I feel a sneeze coming on. I'm going to hold it back though. I'm going to hold it back as best I can. I really am. Marshtomp a nickname? I would love to. You didn't give me any information about it though, so that makes it way more difficult to figure out. So, give me 2 seconds. This name's real bad. This is a horrible name. But I kind of like it. So I thought of Swampert, and obviously the word swamp sticks out to you. And what do you think of when you think of swamps? There's only one right answer. It's Shrek. How do you stick a pun into Shrek? You just change Shrek to Shriek. So instead of Shrek, we got Shrek plus Rick. Rick Grimes plus Shrek the Ogre is the ultimate combination. Shrek, we're gonna send you straight to the box. I appreciate you coming along. Appreciate what you're doing for me here. But now we have a very tough choice to make because now it is sacrifice time. And I don't want to sacrifice Duat. It's probably the closest we've been to an evolution. You're going to evolve at like 36. No one else is even close to evolving unless we can find a stone. If we don't get a single evolution in this whole playthrough, I'm going to be upset. No. What a good jam. So we're going to have to make a sacrifice, and unfortunately, because of the encounters we've gotten, I kind of feel like my hand is forced. If that makes sense. You know, in terms of viable backups. Okay, good Pokemon in general. We have an Umbreon, whose name is horrible. I'm sorry for that. We have an Umbreon and an Alolan Muck. And I think those are both great Pokemon on their own. So if we want to take that perspective, we would just say, you know, who are we okay with losing? Because then, by the way, we still have to sacrifice either Penelope, Rexter, Duat, Scout Chip, or Arthropod. It ain't going to be Arthropod. I'll just let you know that right now. If we want to take out Arthropod, we could replace him with Butterfree, Carleal. We could replace him with Moraine, the Rabombi. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. If we replace Duat, we could go Relicanth, but we already have a rock type, so it doesn't make a whole bunch of sense. We could add Brionne, but we're going to have it's a fairy type. We already have a fairy type. Doesn't make a whole bunch of sense. We could add Starmie, Kosam. Not the greatest nickname. We could add Aurora Ramon, the Luminian. Don't think it's that good. And of course, we could add Shriek, who we just got. One middle evolution for the other? I mean, here's the thing. We've said that we have issues with poison types. Either Starmie or Marshtomp helps. 42 HP, 50 HP. Okay, your stats are way better. Obviously, you're a fully evolved Pokemon. You're also like 5 levels up. So the Starmie is the better Pokemon right now. But Shriek can eventually evolve. But we need to... Okay, I think it unfortunately has to be a fully evolved Pokemon. So I think we're either down to Suzy or Kosam. If we had Kosam, I would probably sacrifice Duat, whose Waternium Z I need to take off. If we add Suzy, I'd probably get rid of Rexter. Because really all Rexter brings to the party is Bite. The Stealth Rocks are nice too, don't get me wrong. But really all Rexter brings to the party beyond that is Bite. Core Force is okay, but... Here, a Grass type is really important and we have no backup Grass types. I think you gotta keep Penelope. Arthropod has saved us too many times for me to get rid of Arthropod, so I think you gotta keep Arthropod. And these two are not able to be sacrificed. So you either say you want to add Suzy, and you get rid of Rexter, or you get rid of Scout Chip and you add, I think you add Kosam, the Starmie. And unfortunately, like I said, we do have an issue with both fighting types and poison types. And the only Pokemon that answers both of those issues is Kosam the Starmie. I know that Marshtomp also answers those issues, or at least answers the poison one. But considering we're going into a trial right now, I want the strongest Pokemon possible. This also means less grinding, so like, you know, a little bit rude, but from that perspective, that's nice. So even though Scout Chip has not been on the team very long, even if you were still Wetcher the Wooper or Wetcher the Quagsire now, I think it's the right choice. Based on what we've got in the box, I think that's the right choice, and it stinks because you're cute. You had to do it to him, though. He's got to do it to him, though. Duat. Scout Chip to Duat. It's the next sacrifice in our playthrough. His sacrifice will not be in vain because we will be adding Kosam the Starmie to the team. Natural Cure, Water Gun, Rapid Spin, Recover, Swift. Not a great moveset right now. Also not super viable right now. I would like to do a little bit of grinding. I just haven't decided yet if I want to just do it off camera. What can you learn, by the way? Anything cool? Anything cool? Nope. You could learn Heart Stamp, that would have been nice, but I think I got to get Kosam up at least 2 or 3 levels. I would like it to at least be level 20. Like, I want it to be viable in this battle. Just in case I need to go into it, rely on it. It's fast, it can hit hard, it's a really good Pokemon. And I don't want to lose this thing, so don't crash on me, baby. I really just need to decide how I want to handle it. Hello, Clashly. I really just need to decide how I want to handle things. Level 13. You would probably be some very good experience. You would probably be some very good experience. I just need to decide how I want to handle things. You are a Mega, though, so you may take me out. No. There's no chance. There's no chance. No chance. No chance you take me out. I'm 100% sure. Especially if you keep going for the feints. The feints are fine. If you go for a power-up punch, feints only like base. I think we're still fine. Unless you crit. I think we're fine. Get some good experience here. I need to decide if I want to do more of this off-camera and grind up Kosam to level 20, 25, something like that. Man, I really miss the rule of just being able to automatically level up the Pokemon to... But I don't have rare candy, so I can't really do it. I do miss that rule quite a bit, but we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. The main problem with that, though, is we're going to end up losing... This is not worth any experience. We're going to end up losing, like, all of our... Maybe we won't, Grime. I'm just... You know me. I like to approach things with reckless abandon, so I think we'll actually probably just go to the trial. Maybe sprinkle a little Kosam in every here and there, now and again when we can. I think for the most part, we're just going to do this trial, though. I do need to buy some super potions, so I will go do that real fast. I know our episode's running a little bit long, but you know what? It's okay. I'd rather the episodes run a little bit longer, and if it means I'm well prepared. So, in the next episode, though, we will be taking on the trial. Again, money is not tight, but it's not great. Money is not tight, but it's not great. In the next episode, we will be taking on the trial at Well of Volcano Park, or just at the Well of Volcano, I believe, which is going to be really scary. We'll have a totem battle, we'll do all that, and if we can get all of those things done, we have a couple of encounters next episode, because we can get one in this tunnel right here, and we can also get an encounter on the route beyond that. So, with that, sneak past. I just really wanted to get outside the trial so we could save as much time as possible next episode. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please consider showing some support down below in the form of liking, commenting, subscribing. All of those things help out an absolutely great deal. And, hold on. Brain. Super. I just want to make sure everybody's in full fighting shape before we do this. We'll figure out who's going to be our lead then. And of course, share with your grandma as always, because she's absolutely going to freaking love it. But in the end, doesn't even matter. Thanks and so much for watching, guys. Brain's still broken. And I'll see you next time.